Hey y'all, it's your girl Ellie. Welcome to Infinitely Muse. So y'all, this is going to be your Ancestor Passed on Love One read for the week of August the 31st through September the 6th, 2025. So y'all, this is going to be the last read of the week. I am so glad, so happy that I was able to do all the reads for the week, and then I did y'all a bonus read. So yay! So y'all, let's get into this shuffle. I already cleared the energy, so let's just get into the shuffle. Hopefully we get some good, clear affirmations of clarity and to bring you clarity and comfort. Y'all, tell y'all, if you're not in a good grieving or healing process, you might want to bypass these reads. I mean, you can hit the purple dot, but just bypass the reads and maybe come back to these reads later, because these cards have like a lot of messages. They have messages from your past on loved one. They have messages from you, and if they were taken by the hands of another, they have messages from their murderer. And also, you know, this kind of just, these reads are just to kind of let you know, just because your past on loved one is not here physically, they are always around you spiritually. They hear you when you talk to them, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, those that are wanting a message from their past on loved one, you know what I'm saying, to bring them comfort or just some clarity about something, hopefully you will definitely get it through the reads, right? I definitely get them all the time. Ask and you shall receive, right? So these messages are done out of light and love, and I will definitely continue to do these messages. I absolutely love these reads. Trying to get a good shuffle, y'all, so we can get some good messages, clear, accurate messages from our past on loved ones, right? Yeah, I feel like as the channel grows, I feel like, you know, I'll get more messages, because like a lot of times I do be pulling on some similar energies. And I mean, it's like a lot of messages in these cards, y'all. Ain't half of them ain't came out. Like, it's a lot. Okay, y'all. So I think I'm about good, because they started to kind of pop out a little bit. So I think I'm ready to pull. Okay. I need one more for the first one. Goodness. I'm gonna pick up this one because it was turned over, and the other ones I'm putting back because all the other ones was back laying down. Okay, let's get to this second row, y'all. This is sticking out to me. I need to read this. Somebody passed on lover, was a donor. Closed casket, head injury, decay, only remains somebody had an urn. Y'all know when they pop out like that, it's like a message for somebody. See how some of these cards are like, it's irritating me for them to be like that backwards, like. So let me get them together, y'all. Pass on love, one message: when you cry, remember the good times. River, drowning, murder at workplace, postal, parking lot. Pass on loved one found in the basement, blue funeral color. Pass on loved one favorite color, your favorite color. Okay, we got them together. Someone was murdered by a man. Passed on love with mission. Stop worrying. I'm in a better place. Thank you for displaying my ribbons and awards. Passed on love one uncle. Was a favorite niece. Passed on love with missions. I will find you will find or receive my body remains. Pass on love with missions. I see my altar. Thank you. Smile. Racist murder. Police terrorist attack. Yes, your intuition is right. You have an inheritance. You are in the wheel. I love you, granddaughter. Oh, this from last week. Grandmother. Grandparent. Someone starved to death. Murdered in a house or in home. Passed on love one unborn baby. Y'all know those was messages from last week's passed on love. So they're clarifying. So somebody probably was wondering about last week's Ancestor read. Those are from last week's. All those. Somebody death by car accident, apartment shooting, death by aneurysm. Okay, so those, like I said, y'all, for me to have to stop like that, it's a message in there for someone, right? For sure. Because I was like, it's just too much. It's like too many cars are backwards. So, you see, it's still some. And these are like the last week's messages. Y'all go check out the last week passed on love one read. These are last week's messages for sure. For sure. Wow. Well. For sure. That is so wow. All of last week's messages are backwards in the in this. Oh my, y'all. I know what I'm supposed to do now. Okay. Okay, so. Alright, y'all. So. Let's get into the, back into the pool, y'all. Hold up. Maybe somebody that's looking at this read needs to go back and look at the last we passed on love one read. And I did it again. What is going on? Somebody's trying to distract me from getting this damn read. Cut it out. Cut it out. Let's get this pull, y'all. That's enough of the distractions. Y'all saw how I just flipped all them cards the right way, and then they bet. Yeah, okay. Just trying to distract me. I'm over it. I'm over it. Let's get to the pool. We'll keep doing it. Okay. This is definitely a different type of read. Y'all know this ain't the regular way I read these, so I don't know. It's just a lot going on. But you know what? I'm gonna read it like I'm led to read it right now, because it's something is trying to just really distract me from getting the messages out. Alright, so these cards right here, all I'm supposed to do is just reread them to you. Most of these cards are gonna showed up in the last week's read. Some of them probably be a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But what I read out of here is gonna resonate with somebody for sure. They click on this video. Point blank period. Something in this read, these stats, this read is going to resonate with you and let you know that your passed on loved one hears you, you know, just because they're not here physically, they are around you energetically. Let's go. Death by stroke. Passed on loved one message. I am proud of your growth. Keep growing and healing. You, passed on loved one. What happened? Unexplained death, tragic sudden. The family is waiting in autopsy. Tragic death bomb. Passed on loved one male. Passed on loved one niece. Death by train crash derailing. Passed on loved one found on pavement. Passed on loved one found in vacant house. Passed on loved one message. Go do something we always did, or you just did something that you and your passed on loved one always did. Question to your passed on loved one: how did you die? Do you know your murderer? Do you know your killer? Y'all had a candlelight visual. You put their name, you spelled their name out with the candles. Somebody's passed on loved one committed suicide, cut, hang, overdose. You know what I'm saying? Death by allergic reaction. Didn't have the the anaphylaxis pen, or didn't know about the allergy, had a chemical reaction, something like that, reaction to some medicine or something like that, right? Customized, rainbow, unique color scheme, tropical, loud colors. Definitely should resonate with the way your passed on loved one dressed, or like the funeral colors. Death by lack of medicine, death by lack of medical care or medicine. Gold, passed on loved one favorite color, your favorite color, funeral color. The answer is no. Thank you. Your passed on loved one message: thank you for doing my nails. Passed on loved one aunt. Passed on loved one message: justice will be served in the 5D and 3D, on earth and in heaven. Someone was killed for life insurance. Found and murdered in a vehicle, car, truck, SUV. Your passed on loved one: I need justice. That's the feelings. Death by heart attack. Passed on loved one found on couch. You, I am still grieving. Passed on loved one message: I know my killer. Passed on loved one message: I will visit you in your dreams. You will receive clarity. Woods, fields, that's where somebody's passed on loved one was found, or either that is the last name of your passed on loved one or you. Passed on loved one murderer: I am not sorry and I do not feel remorse for harming your loved one. Someone was murdered by a woman. Someone was poisoned. So these messages right there, because a lot of those were the last weeks, or these messages came out for sure to let me know that somebody, it's like this is like clarification for somebody, right? So I'm gonna put these, matter of fact, I'm not gonna put these back. I'm gonna just keep these out because this is clarification for somebody. I don't need to put it back in the deck. I need to work with what this is. So it says, pass on loved one message: my favorite food. Pass on loved one message: I heard you at my grave site when you visit. I hear you at my grave site when you visit. Pass on loved one message: thank you for the haircut. Pass on loved one message: take care of my children. Passed on loved one is a friend. Passed on loved one message: I got the teddy bear, pink, brown, white, red, blue, and I always feel like this teddy bear is customized. You, I am glad I was able to see you before your transition. Your passed on loved one hurt you, and passed on loved one missions. My soul is not at peace. Murdered at the club, show, concert shooting. Passed on loved one was on life support. Passed on loved one message. It is not your fault. Store shooting. Death by suffocated. Pillow, hands, blanket. May have been gagged. You, I miss you so much. Grandma, Paw. And passed on loved one message. Big mama, don't cry. I love you. I am okay. Passed on loved one is a donor. Y'all know that came out in the pool. It's a donor. Passed on loved one message. When you cry, please remember the good times. River, drowning. White, baby funeral, elderly funeral. And so y'all, it's like, this is different. This is real different. This ain't the normal read. But I'm gonna read it like I'm ready to read it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Question to your passed on loved one. Did you suffer life support, terminal illness, hospice care? I did not suffer. Passed on loved one, put in luggage, green, black, or brown. Passed on loved one was a godparent. Murderer, passed on loved one. It was an accident. That's what they're going to be trying to say. Death by shooting. Shooting, multiple major artery, bullet travel, chest area, head. And then this actually is on, I'm going to put this on top of the store shooting. Murdered in church. Passed on loved one, cousin. No, passed on loved one, answer no. A family member, family friend, associate, child, parent, spouse, co-worker is not my murderer. Unexpected death, choke, car accident, shot, stab, minor surgery, allergic reaction, freak accident, fall. You, I am still angry. Passed on lower message. It was sudden and unexpected. Died in hospice. Terminal illness, advanced cancer, heart failure, Alzheimer's, motor neuron disease, organ failure, MS, ALS, AIDS. Burgundy is significant. Passed on loved one, favorite color, funeral color, your favorite color. And passed on loved one message. I am with you in spirit. So y'all, I'm getting like, this is a lot of messages. So it's like somebody definitely needs to go and look at the last passed on loved one read, and then it's like these stack of cards right here that I read, y'all, which is in that read, is very significant. Right? Very significant. It's almost like clarifying whatever it is in that read for you that you was probably wondering about. The message isn't here. If you need to stop it, replay it, you know what I'm saying? But listen to the messages and look at that read. You definitely will get some clarification, comfort of that, and then even with this. So I feel like these are kind of connected. These last two reads are going to kind of connect. So all I really feel like I need to do is just pull like 8 stacks, up to 8 stacks. And then I think that's going to be it, because it's kind of like a collaboration, almost like clarifying for somebody. I feel like this is like going to clarify something for somebody. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, it's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's it. After I read these, after I read this stack right here, I'm gonna go through them. Y'all know I'm gonna pause and see how I'm led to read them to you out of these stacks. And that's gonna be your reading. Like I said, look at this video, go back to the last passed on loved one. You can, you can listen to this stack again, go look at that. But it's something significant, and it's clarification for sure that you know that is your passed on loved one. You're not tripping. That is for you. You, please give me a sign your spirit is around me. You're gonna find a penny in a weird ass place. Passed on loved one message. That cold chill was me. Somebody probably been feeling the cold chill in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in your room. And it's like, you know how you get that look like, I know I'm here by myself, but you just feel like, what the, you know what I'm saying? That part. Someone was murdered by a nurse, doctor. This can, not even if this is like a nurse or doctor in a hospital, this could be somebody's family member that is a nurse, doctor. Maybe they took care of this person, was a caregiver to this person. So it could even be taken like that. You are my angel. So you feel like your passed on loved one is your angel. Passed on loved one message. I am looking over you and protecting you. They are. Passed on loved one message. Hell is real. Yeah, I feel like that somebody, grandma probably used to say that to them. Y'all, hell is real. You shouldn't do that because hell is real. You don't want to go to hell. Y'all definitely had a balloon release. And I'm thinking about that candlelight visual. So, you might have did both. But you had a balloon release also. You, feelings, you are better off. You are not, you are no longer suffering. Death by boat crash. Passed on loved one message. Smile. Somebody probably used to tell you smile all the time. Or somebody just had like a really pretty smile. Like just their smile lit up the room. You know what I'm saying? You might even say that like your smile just light up the room, just make my day. I love your smile. Racist murder, police terrorist attack. Message from passed on loved one. I have an unborn baby on the way. Take care of my gift. Thank you. Passed on loved one nephew. Death by stab, stomach, chest area, face. Death by a parent. Child abuse, neglect, starving the child, beating the child. Y'all know if it wasn't just actually parents starving their child. Well, this got child abuse, neglect, starving the child, beating. I'ma just say this: starving the child could be that you could have a child that is sick. I'm just saying this is gonna be kind of separate from this, because this is a bit much on this one. You could have a child that probably was sick and just probably in their passing was not able to eat. Maybe was on a liquid or IV before their pass. So that is not, y'all know, because I had this energy before and it kept coming out, and I had to clarify that because it's like it kept coming out, but I'm like, dang, I'm not really feeling like the people were really doing something to the child. So it's more like the child died. It's saying death by parent, but I feel like it's like people were probably saying why the child ain't gaining weight, or why they malnourished, or why they got bruises. Sometimes if you malnourished and you got some kind of vitamin deficiency, you get bruised easily, or you know what I'm saying, or you might have like, the child might have like black, circles, because they, something about the deficiency, not taking nutrients, and probably at the beginning before they found out what was going on with the child, somebody probably was like, are you starving the baby, or are you giving them their medicine, or something like that. But I feel like the child passed in that I feel like the child passed, but it wasn't like necessarily like death by a parent, but for that to come out, there probably was people trying to say that. And then this could be just taken as literally death by a parent. Somebody really did child abuse, neglect their child, starve their child, and beat their child to death. Somebody definitely did do that. So I'm definitely picking up two energies off of that card. Someone was beat to death after the okay, so yeah. And then it says death by lover. All right, y'all. So I feel like all I need to do is just go through these, you know what I'm saying, and see how I'm led to read them to you as a message. And then I think that this gonna be pretty clear. Yeah. All right, y'all. Your girl back. So y'all got 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 stacks of messages. So, and keep in mind, if I'm reading a stack of messages, if something else is resonating on another stack, it is for you, right? This is collective read. So basically, I don't know what goes with what, but if it is something that is connected to with you in this read, it's for you. Pass on loved one message. Big mama, don't cry. I love you. I am okay. White baby funeral or elderly funeral. You are my angel. You feel like your passed on loved one. Could be a child. It's your angel. I'm hearing angel, baby. Passed on loved one message. I got the teddy bear, pink, brown, white, red, blue, or it was customized. Probably had the name on it or something like that. Passed on loved one message. My favorite food. So I feel like if it's like even like a toddler or a child that passed away, it's like you went and ate their favorite food. Maybe they like pizza. Maybe they had like a weird thing they like to eat and you've been craving it. Like peanut butter and peaches or something, like something weird, and you've been craving. It's like fries and mustard, something weird. Maybe they like to eat dry cereal, dry noodles, something like that. Or it's just something specific that they like. Like every week y'all had to get that. Like they look forward to that. It could be like a Happy Meal or something like that. Maybe they like chicken nuggets. Maybe that's all they ate is chicken nuggets. You might even say, you gonna turn to chicken, all you do is eat chicken nuggets. Something like that. I feel like this child had like a specific diet. Death by a parent. We already discussed this card, and then it said someone was beat to death. Okay, next messages. It says, pass on loved one message. My soul is not at peace. Death by stab, stomach area, chest area, in the face. Death by suffocated, pillow, hands, blanket, may have been gagged. And I feel like this is somebody, this person might was murdered by someone that they knew. Because, y'all, when they say like stabbing somebody, suffocating somebody, just being very close, that's kind of personal things. So maybe it's some kind of suspicion around people thinking that maybe it was someone like a friend of the family or associated this person and may have taken this person's life, or maybe that is like you're finding that out, right? Passed on loved one was a friend. Passed on loved one put in luggage, green, black, or brown. I am still angry. And those colors, that could be the color of the luggage, the color of like maybe something that a piece of clothing that they had, green, black, or brown. Or it could have been like just something significant about that, right? I am still angry. Pass on loved one message. That cold chill was me. Y'all know I said like you're gonna literally be in a room or somewhere, and it's just like, what is that? It's just like, it's just gonna be cold. You could be in a tub and just for hot water, and it's like, why do I feel like a cool breeze or something? So or just in the kitchen, and it's just somewhere where it's like warm, normal, and it's like you're gonna feel that. Someone, not only you gonna feel the breeze, it's like it's gonna make you kind of look like, what is going on? Someone was murdered by, you could even be in your car and it happens. Someone was murdered by a nurse, doctor, and y'all know I told you this could even be someone that is a family member that is a nurse or doctor. It was probably a caregiver of a particular family member. Passed on loved one was on life support, died in hospice, terminal illness, advanced cancer, heart failure, Alzheimer's, motor neuron disease, organ failure, MS, ALS, or AIDS. Question to your passed on loved one: did you suffer? They were on life support, had a terminal illness, was in hospice care, so you want to know like were they suffering? And it says, I did not suffer. I miss you so much, Grandma and Papa. Pass over loved one is a godparent. Y'all, even with this, I'm feeling like maybe somebody grandmother, grandfather raised them as like their child. With this passed on loved one, it's a godparent. Or like a family member might raise a particular person as their child, right? Pass on loved one message. I am looking over you and protecting you. Pass on loved one message. Hell is real. So your grandma used to say this all the time. I'm saying grandma. It could be grandpa or just like an auntie or family member. Or it could even be an uncle. Boy, hell is real. You know what I'm saying? But they always said this. Like statements like hell is real. You don't want to go to hell. You going to hell. You know, like joking like you going to hell for that. You know what I'm saying? So they probably said this a lot. Keep in mind, wherever this is flowing with you is for you. You, feelings, you are better off. You are no longer suffering. Burgundy, pass on loved one. Favorite color, funeral color, your favorite color. So really burgundy, coral, and brown could be significant, like for a funeral, you know, for some colors. Not just burgundy. I feel like all those colors could be significant. That could be the color scheme. Burgundy, coral, and brown. Or brown and coral. So you, I'm glad I was able to see you before you transition. Your passed on loved one heard you. So you definitely had that talk, whether you had it telepathically with your loved one or whether you said it out loud, they heard you, right? Passed on loved one message. It was sudden and unexpected. Unexpected death, choke, car accident, shot, stab, minor surgery, allergic reaction, freak accident, fall. Passed on loved one message. It is not your fault. Pass on loved one cousin. Racist murder, police terrorist attack. Pass on loved one answer. No, a family member, family friend, associate, child, parent, spouse, co-worker is not my murderer. Pass on loved one is a donor. So they definitely had that heart at the bottom of their license, right? And I feel like somebody actually did, like maybe for some reason I feel like maybe somebody's heart is like passed on loved ones, like heart is, they did use their heart to put in someone else to give them life, right? So I feel like it's like your passed on loved one lives through multiple people in the flesh, right? Heart, eyes, skin, you know, they live through people in the flesh. I'm hearing maybe somebody took this death hard and they might had kind of a little hard decision with making the donor part, but it's like it's on the license, so you did, it's like, okay, they said there was a donor, they asked you, did you want to, I guess, sign the papers, work, or however they go, and you probably had a little bit anxiety about it, but that's what your passed on loved one wanted, and maybe it's something about a cold closed casket, but they lived through multiple people. You did the right thing. They lived through multiple people. That's what they would have wanted. So this is like somebody that just was very caring, very nurturing. Could have been like a feminine energy, but probably even work in the healthcare field, something like that. But passed on loved one message. I am with you in spirit. River drowning. Passed on loved one message. Smile. Somebody had a nice smile. Y'all probably you say, oh, smile. They might used to tell you smile all the time. I love your smile. Or you might say your smile brightens my day. Or I love it when you smile. Something like that. Death by boat crash. Passed on loved one message. I hear you at my grave site when you visit. You, please give me a sign your spirit is around. A penny. You're going to find a penny in the weirdest place. Y'all definitely had a balloon release. Somebody could be even having a balloon release this week for like their passed on loved one. Like y'all probably can be doing like an anniversary of their passing. So y'all gonna have like a balloon release. If this ain't the week, like literally the week of your loved ones passing, like the funeral arrangements and stuff like that, it's like the anniversary, right? And y'all gonna do a balloon release again. Murderer, passed on loved one, it was an accident. That's what they're trying to say. Death by a lover. Murdered in a church or near a church. Parking lot, a church was in the area. Something significant about a church, and a church that has like crosses on them. You know what I'm saying? Like noticeable crosses. You know what I'm saying? Like cross on the door, cross on the windows, like cross on the steeple. It's like something noticeable about the cross. Pass on loved one message. When you cry, please remember the good times. death by shooting, multiple major artery bullet travel, chest area, head. Murder at the club, show, concert shooting. Pass on loved one. Message, I mean, pass on loved one, nephew, I want to say, or I just feel like a male. It just, for some reason, I need to say male. Pass on loved one message. Take care of my children. Message from your pass on loved one. I have an unborn baby on the way. Take care of my gift. Thank you. So if somebody has come along saying I was pregnant by him, I'm pregnant by him, I didn't get to tell him yet, or me and him just knew, or something like that, that is his, take care of his child. Right? Store shooting. Passed on loved one message. Thank you for your haircut. Y'all know how people sometimes, thank you for my haircut, the haircut. Y'all know how sometimes people get a little bit iffy, or antsy when, it's like, well, I never heard of you, I never seen you around, and so it might be something kind of like that coming up, and I feel like, it is what it is. Like, I don't feel like the person is lying about dealing with this passed on loved one. But if you are like kind of a little bit cautious or don't know, just get a DNA test, but don't just, I wouldn't just automatically. I know, when you have a pass, and especially if it's like recent, people can get very emotional about stuff, because sometimes people have stuff going on and you just don't know. So I like to say is just maybe just keep in touch and just like have the DNA test as soon as possible, so if this is your passed on loved one's blood, if this is your bloodline, make sure you look out for your bloodline, right? So those were submissions, but y'all, I really feel like strongly what the collective needs to do is look at this read, make sure you pay attention to these cards that I read, and then go back to the last read, and something is definitely going to make you know for sure that your passed on loved one is around you. It is some multiple messages that you will get, and you will know that your passed on loved one is around you, right? So until next time, I hope everybody has a great, because I get them all the time, y'all, you know what I'm saying, I got some through this read. So most definitely, y'all, I hope y'all have a great weekend. I'm just so glad, because I feel like I'm getting back kind of on track, y'all, because I literally had to kind of juggle some stuff. So for me to be able to get like all the reads out and then a bonus, I'm just so happy about that. And then like for this read, this is just kind of different. Like I ain't just, y'all know I've been doing the reads a little bit, and they ain't never just came out like for me to do that and then say, whatever you do, make sure you go look at the last one and just put it together, and then you'll know for sure whatever it is that you want clarification on or a message of comfort, you're gonna get it. So anyway, y'all, that was your your last read of the week for August the 31st through September the 6th, 2025. Hopefully y'all got some clear affirmations on all the reads. Y'all know I say I don't mind, one or two reads the same, but I always be wanting different messages, different, stuff, because everybody ain't got the same thing going on. We all want to raise our energy, right? You know what I'm saying? So we can be living our better lives. So make sure y'all are safe, not sorry out there in the streets as you get out to celebrate, especially with it being Memorial Day weekend. No, it's Labor, my bad, being Labor Day weekend. Make sure you if you need the Uber, if you need to, make sure you limit, your drink consumption, and just be aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. But make sure you enjoy yourself also. So anyway, until next time, bye.